fucked up. I realized that yesterday when I glued my neck in, everything was perfect, all except for the depth of the heel. I got it on there, and I realized that to have the neck on like it was, my bridge would have to be like that high. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but so I started doing research, of course, as I do, and StuMac apparently has a tool called the heat stick. Well, it's like friggin' $68. So what I did is I replaced the ground wire here at my house, and I actually used a copper post in the ground, and so I have a hard ground. So this was the old, let me set this up here. This was the old wire that my old man taught me never to throw anything away. So this is it here. It's like 6 or 7 gauge copper wire. So what I did, being the not really genius that I am, but I improvised. I took that wire and, is it going to focus for me? I cut it to length and I put it in my soldering iron. It was straight, believe me. But I didn't even know if it was going to work. But basically, all you have to do is jam this. Usually you drill a hole in the fretboard. You take a fret out, drill a hole, put it down there, and you just be patient. You can watch videos about that on StuMac. But since I have to actually do both the neck pocket and the neck shorter or deeper, I did this. Basically, I have to go down. I have to route to this little bit past that point there. So I went ahead and drilled down with the neck in there. And as you can see, it totally came out. It didn't rip the sides or anything. So this wood would have had to come out anyway. The neck itself, I was like, I'm going to freaking lose this thing. You can see it's really hot. I actually used this in my iron. I used the iron here. As you can see, it's dark. But you can see the sides. That was kind of like how it was when I was fitting it. But the sides actually turned out really good. But all of that meat is going to get cut off. And I'm going to put the breakneck angle on there. So that's going to get all fixed. All that is going to be gone anyway. So that's going to be gone. And this is going to be gone. So I actually saved this thing. I was like, I basically just spent some time on making firewood. So, but I'm stubborn. I didn't give up. And yeah, it looks ugly right now, but all of that is going to get this is going to get routed down and sanded, and that's going to get cut and sanded to the proper depth. I don't know what I was thinking. Some of that is obviously in there right now. But I drilled down in between the area that I knew I was going to have to take off. And I drilled, you can see there's 3 areas here where I put that down in. And then while I was doing that from this side, I was heating this very carefully on that side. I did hit this binding a little bit, which I'll have to repair, but that's not a big deal. I just wasn't paying attention as closely as I should have, but that's totally fixable. And this is getting routed off anyway, because that's going to be in the neck pocket right there, and the pickup is going to go here. So this is going to be in the neck pocket, and then the pickup area is going to get routed, so that's going to be gone too. So you're really not even going to be able to tell. So that's what I get for trying to do too many things at once. I was working in the garden yesterday. I was pretty sure that I was convinced that that's what that everything was fine and that's all I needed to do. But I did lose little item here on my plan, and that was to measure all of this. As you can see, the fretboard is just about on top here, which is actually here. And the part, it should be just right on top, and actually it was like this high. So I needed to measure this just like I did on my plans. So when all else fails, follow the directions. That's kind of, I did that before I hung this back up. So in the future, I'm basically just gonna, I did all the figuring out already. I just need to pay attention. So anyway, man, I was bummed out all day. I didn't know if I ruined this base. But somehow I didn't. So it's fixable. I'm kind of proud of myself that I actually was able to figure out how to get that out of there. Because, man, that was not only tight, but it was glued in. And I had it clamped and I let it set overnight. And, man, that was sketchy. So if you are an idiot like me, keep that in mind. It's, this is the kind of thing that I could probably do, you know, I don't know, to fix somebody's guitar. I don't know if I could do that. To reset somebody's neck, because this was pretty destructive, all of this stuff. But like I said, I was able to sacrifice all of this here because that was going to have to come off. Anyway, I guess it's putting the meat back on, which is also a challenge. But anyway, don't be like me. Measure, double check, triple check. And while you're at it, if you want to see more harebrained guitar building, stick with me, buddies. I'll entertain you plenty. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and be kind to me in the comments. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Bye.